What's up, dudes? Welcome in. Pile it in here. One waiting for likes. Give it a minute. Give everybody just a couple minutes here. What's going on? How we doing, everybody? Let me set myself here, get everything set right. A long weekend. Hope everybody had a good one. Eric, how you doing, buddy? First one in chat tonight. Sam, how you doing, buddy? There we go. Now everybody's piling in. Dak, what's up, guys? What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing today? Everybody have a good weekend? Ready to rock and roll? Robbie, how you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. We get anything on Mod Hub today? I am paying a whole lot of attention. I'm so deep into modding. There's a couple things in there. Nothing major. Nothing I was dying for. I think the big thing was the F350 on Thursday or Friday, whatever it was. Cool stuff. Oh, and Legacy's Cold Storage Barn. It's released last week, I think. Cool. Cool. There we go. Everybody flying in here now. Redneck, how you doing, buddy? Division modding puts his cat eye. Oh, that's cool. That's a good cat eye. I will confirm that's a good cat eye. No mods today. Gotcha. Keith, what's up, buddy? Jake, the human. Spelled human wrong. I bet you know that though. Gotta give you crap though. Yeah, that's a nice cat eye. That's one that I mean, you guys see me use it all the time. It's one that I really like. Let's hop into it. I think we're ready. So today we're gonna see what progress we can make on the log grapple. If we can't get what we want to get done, we'll move on to the plow. So, a couple things just to get ourselves started here. It does have obviously some issues. The main one being nothing moves. We need to figure that out. And we could probably try to get the collisions to line up a little bit better than they are right now. So that's going to be the focus for a minute here. Try to get that right. I also want to work on figuring out what's going on with the gray color going on there. I think that might be a Helene issue, but I'm not for sure. We're going to see what we can do. See what we can figure out. Also see the rear collisions kind of leaning. I don't know if that's the main component collision or we're gonna take a look at all that. So we basically have two-part collisions. This one being the top one. Component 2. Okay. So what we might need to do is see about moving the top part of the frame into this bottom component and see if that helps. I don't know for sure that it will. We're gonna find out. I don't know how this works, to be honest with you. So let's just try it and see what happens. Looks like everything's kind of set a 1-to-1 scale, so I don't know that it's gonna kill me here to drop this into here. It did a little bit. We have to rotate it completely the other direction. Rotate Y180. Imagine we can kind of lock this back in. I have 3 show truck on my farm, but it can't, yeah, it's hard to resist the extra trucks when you have them. It's a problem I frequently have. So it did mess with my scale. So we are gonna have to tweak that. Can't tell by how much though is the only issue. guess the easiest way to tell would be to look here. That's all scale 1. So, okay. Basically just going to be a guess and check kind of thing until we can get it right. It's definitely misaligned this way. Slide that down, maybe. Still not there. Be a little wider. Just keep going a little bit bigger and see what happens. See where we end up at. A little bigger. And slide it back. I think that's probably close to being right there. I'm gonna find out though. Drop it down a little bit. Close-ish, maybe. So hard to tell. Something like that. See if this actually helps or not. Playing SnowRunner today, but the chef could be. Ah, gotcha. It's a bummer. Looks like it does know that this point back here is kind of the reference for it. So that's a good thing. I hope I need to go a little bit wider. Yeah. Not too far. That looks pretty close. It's hard to see. There. Try that. The 4-4 is best. I'm a Ford guy myself. You guys kind of knew that already. Let's try that. See how that works. See if we can get this thing to move. And so now this point turns into 1, 2. Which I don't know. A grapple frame top, we didn't really actually give it a reference node, so let's give it a reference node. Copy, paste. Grapple reference is going to be log grapple frame top. Log grapple. I'll probably make this nicer later, but I want to see if I can get it to turn at least. That would be ideal. Do 1, 2. Let's see if this works at all now. I don't think it's going to. I think I still need to tell it. Which part it is that's actually moving. Hoping to see looking for basically anything about the component 2. I don't see anything, so it's probably something to do with grapple reference, which means it's probably not going to work here immediately, but we're going to try this anyway and see if this works. Just because it's worth a shot. Okay, so everything is saved. F12. I imagine it's gonna throw some errors and do some weird stuff. Seeing that coming. Seeing that coming. Huh. Interesting. Let me see if I hook it back up. Wow. It's all weirded out now. Okay. Ryan Whitman, welcome in. New Jersey's church fire. Have no idea what you're talking about. So, no idea what's going on there. Jason, how you doing, buddy? Attacher joint. This should have been all good. Not sure why it's tripping out now. Let's buy another one. Buy another one, see what's going on. Or at least enter the shop and see what's up. It's not found 0801, it's probably all tripped out. Get a quick save in here before I really screw something. I'm probably gonna end up breaking this thing more than I'm fixing it at this point. Just before we can get it working, more or less, just because there's a lot of issues here we gotta address. That's a log fork. Okay, well that's interesting. That's interesting. Let me buy it, see what's going on here. See if I can pick it up at least. Missing node 0801. Some stuff, easy stuff we could fix. The bigger deal is, can we connect it? It does look like the top's kind of floating there. Not really connected to much. Okay. So something's up with the attacher joint too. Let's figure that out real quick. And 0801. Let's fix that error real quick. 0801 is hydraulics out. 01, it's actually 0701. So all of these are going to be messed up, basically. So hydraulic in. Okay, let's just go from hydraulic in down. So that one's going to be 070. Hydraulic out 01. It's going to be 071. And basically all these are going to slide back one. Grab joint is going to be 08 now. Yeah. No, Robbie. Why would you ask that? Makes you think I'm silly. It's a really weird question to ask. 9. Hey, Nina. What's up, Joe? Keith with the eye emoji. How you doing, buddy? Apple hydraulic references 900. Looking high. I mean, here, actually, let me do a. I don't think. I mean, the light is changing. Maybe that doesn't help. I don't actually do any of that. Not into that stuff. Yeah, I did actually just come home from work. 8-hour day. Hey, Mac, how you doing, buddy? Grapple, hydraulic. That one's right. This one's 1000. I'm always tired. Always tired. How goes the modding? You know, breaking stuff as per usual. Pretty normal stuff. 1, 2. Yeah, it should all be good. Should all be good. Let's try this again. Oh, I don't need snipping tool. I don't need this at all. Need to save this one. There we go. First time, I'm tired every night. Can assure you. Wake up at like 7, 8 a.m., something like that most days, and then generally don't go to bed till like 2 in the morning, if I'm lucky. Work from 2 to 10. Mod from basically 10:40 to 1:30 most nights. How's that? Okay, that fixed a lot of things actually. See if that works. Thundery, how you doing, man? That one fixed a lot of things. But something is up with our grab. What do we gotta be to get a hold of this thing? Something's up. Hello? Anybody home? Taz, how you doing, buddy? Anybody home on that one? Okay. Well, let's go try to rotate the attacher joint here. If we set it 0Z0, because I feel like that's what I normally have to set it to. I think it's 9000. Do a store item reload. And we'll buy another one of these guys. See if that works. This one. Please attach. Because it was attaching before. I don't know why I decided it wasn't going to attach anymore. No. Popped up there. Seen it. What's wrong with you? Why you no worky? Because you was worky. I just spam the Q key so we get close to it. Try hitting it from the other side. No. This side? No. Come on. Something work. Oh, seen it. Oh, there it was. Oh, this is frustrating. This is frustrating. Okay, there it goes. Wow. I think it's underneath. I don't think it's underneath it. Trying to see what's going on here. I think our rotation is working. So we need to figure out. Hey, Cody, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Why is it this way? So let's try this at night. No, it's gonna be this at 180. Try that. 12 reload. No. Hello. Huh. Hey, our top is moving though. So we got that working. Set it at 0. No. Well, what is going on here? Is it something collision related? I'm starting to think it's something collision related. It popped up there. I think that was an oops. You think? I'm wondering. Starting to wonder what's going on here. Nice and slow. I seen it pop up. Maybe I just need to reposition it. Let me grab this and slide it back some. It's not gonna help us right this second until we can get it reattached. Unfortunately. It's the only issue with that. Trio, how you doing, buddy? Ah, come on. I seen you pop up. Okay, F12, reload. Still nah. I mean, this was working before. When I started the stream, this was set right. I completely do not understand. Completely do not understand. It's got to be something to do with the collisions, right? Now, this is... I can figure this out. I just got to figure out why it's being so weird. I can get it. Attach joint, skid steer. Dynamic mount trigger. What does that do? That's for the log grab. Okay. Let's do a quick one of these. Buy another one. Go from there. This one's gonna be red just so I can check it. It's gotta be something going on with the collisions, I think. Because this was attaching. The only thing we changed was the top. Oh, there it popped up. It's not quite perfectly this way. So what is going on here? This is weird, man. This is something I always struggle with, though, is this stupid attacher joint. Oh yeah, I broke shit. Because it was working when I started the stream. There we had it. Popped off it again. Just gotta go slower. Oh, closer to it. There it is. Okay. So now we're attached. Can I not? I'd prefer not to. That would be ideal. Try setting this one at 90. I mean, I guess. Heck knows at this point. 12, reload. Nah, it's still taking it upon itself to set itself sideways. Okay, so then there's got to be something going on with this stuff. So the grapple reference, set this a little more like here, because that's supposed to be our axis, right? If I'm not mistaken. No. I'll put it this way. If it is, I don't know how it's picking its spot. Well, we got this damn thing moving. Not moving too terribly, too, to be honest with you. Do see a missing face, though. Halim. I mean, it's got to be something to do with this attach joint. Only thing that makes sense. Oh yeah, it's broken. The worst part, like it at least attached nicely before the stream started. And I managed to completely botch that. Stealth ZX, or ZXW, how you doing, man? I mean, the thing is I don't understand what's up with the attach joint. Yeah, right? Exactly, Jason. Exactly. Trigger callback failed. Object connection hoses is not a physical trigger. Yeah, okay. Got that. Connection hoses. That's not... Yeah, whatever, I get that. Actually, that could cause issues. What issues, but it's a thing. Okay, a thing that very much so broke a thing. Put that back before I break that again. Stealth, I say hi to everybody, man. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. So that's the thing I'll have to fix later. The main thing is what is going on here. Setting all these back to 0. Daniel, welcome in. How you doing, man? Seeing us very much so attempt to fix broken stuff. Stuff I don't understand. I mean, why would this thing not... I mean, unless the whole thing is turned, right? Which, I mean, I guess is possible. What's the likelihood of that? I mean... Set it to 0 and find out, I guess? I don't know. Zero, we'll put it at 3. So this needs to go take 180 and translate needs to be all screwed up. That's what it needs to be. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there at this point. Probably gonna flip it the other way. They keep it the same way. Or is this flipped? I can't tell. I'm about to set it at 90. See what happens. 90. And this one to 90. That screws all that up. I'm like out of ideas. Because this should have worked. This actually needs to be negative 90, apparently. An idiot. There we go. Much better. Much closer anyway. Probably still some adjustments to be made, I'm sure of it. But I was running out of ideas, so we're gonna try it. Probably not gonna help, but... No, literally none of that helped at all. That is so weird. Okay. Well, Control Z, everything I just did there. Put it back where we started. Okay. Middle of stream ads. Sorry. Sorry. I figured you were on YouTube Premium of all people. No. We can figure this out. I just have to be smarter than your average, collision, I think. Current attacher, dude, I have tried 90, I've tried 180, I've tried XYZ. Tried basically all combinations of all of the above. And the weird thing is that it worked before when I started the stream. So like I don't really understand the issue here. Premium does actually help channels. We actually get better ad revenue for it than from people that are on premium than people that aren't. Or better revenue because you don't have to watch ads because you're paying to help it, right? If that makes sense. See what I mean, Keith? It's like just not turning. Set them all at 90. It's like it just doesn't care at all what the attacher joint says it is. It just doesn't want to do that. I don't really understand it. And the only warning is that connection hoses is not a trigger. Is a thing that like doesn't make sense. It's just like automatically defaulted to turning it that way. I can't figure out for the life of me. If you want to send it, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm going to. I just figured it out. That's why it doesn't care what I tell it. And then there's that. But it's back on straight. So that's a win. I can't tell what I'm glitched into. If I'm glitched into something. Pick yourself back up. There we go. See, I told you I'd figure it out. That is a collisions issue. Ah, we got it. We got her. I mean, I know which collision it is. But I mean, the main thing was getting that to happen first. Actually, I think it's going to be a matter of figuring out how to set a 0 point for this. If that makes sense. What is it referencing off of? Like right now, it's just turning. Grapple rotation. Hydraulics to reference. That's probably going to change. Grapple, punch, joint, root joint, collisions, part. component 2. Grapple reference. Thought I had it set dead nuts there, but apparently not. So I think the main thing is figuring out how to tell this thing, hey, this is where 0 is. I didn't really change it, so it must be something XML. Axis 1. Rotation axis. Set that to 0. 12, reload that. No, okay, so that killed our rotation axis. Okay, so that's got to be 1. Grapple reference limited access. So what happens if I move this point way up here? I completely screw things. Apparently. I get extra components to spawn. Don't ask me how I do that. So, I mean, it's clearly using whatever that axis point is right there. Whatever that point is. Dynamic mount attachment. This one? That looks like the only plausible one. Let me try that. No. Okay, put that back. Grab joint. Ooh, this one. This one looks promising. It's not even actually there, it's whatever the middle of this point is. So put it down here. See if that helps. It did. There you go. Okay, so now adjust those top collisions and we should be in business. There we go, we're figuring it out. I'm telling you guys, I can figure this stuff out. It's just kind of a challenge. That's all. I guess I could have made that a little longer in Blender, huh? It's alright. Looks okay anyway. We could tweak that later. Anyway, the main thing is moves now. We just need to adjust the collisions to it. So let's do that. Hashtag smart tactical farmer. Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out like what's what. Because really it doesn't do a very good job of telling you, to be honest with you. So now the next thing would be I need to get this main component 2 here to line up with that. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to do. Because if you move one, you move the other. So let's control exit for now. We're going to scale everything down. because that's the main thing right now. Right now it's way too big. And I can scale it. Interestingly, it doesn't act like I can. Weird. Not, scale is locked. It's a rigid body. It's part of it. Damn, okay. So we'll have to tweak with this a lot. This guy needs to be back up to reality. Hey CNS, how you doing, man? Oh, it's going alright tonight. Getting there. Mashing stuff up together. Stuff's happening. Basically need to move this guy down some more. And our rank top back up. And back. I still don't think we quite have the rotation right there. Something like that. Slot it back into its spot. Let's try that. It looks better in terms of collisions. 12 reload. Yeah. I appreciate you popping in, man. Glad you can make your way on by. Yeah, there you go. So that's all moving now as it's supposed to. Now, I suppose the next thing is making the cylinder move as it's supposed to, right? That sounds like a pain that I don't really quite know that I fully understand. Anyway, at least that's moving. So maybe we need to let's make sure all of the hydraulic stuff is set right. So we have all our nodes. Let's double check nodes on hydraulic stuff. So hydraulic. I think we made sure all these are right already. 10. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we basically, I think, then just need to tell the game, well, what is our hydraulic? So to do that, we need to start moving our pieces and parts into the hydraulic group. Step back code. I gotcha, Daniel. Makes sense, man. So cylinder, rod 01. Let's add that into Control X. That piece is going to be part of the frame top, basically. I think is how that works. So we now drag this in, put it exactly where it's supposed to be. Basically, it's going to ride with it, more or less. That's the way to think about it. There we go. It's lined up. Bit. Back a bit. Basically needs to ride with it, more or less. save that, see what happens. Next project, once this is finished up, well, I gotta get the tractor in game. There's still a whole tractor to go with it. No idea after that though. We need to add the node for this, so we'll copy this. Copy, enter, paste i3D mappings. It's gonna be log grapple cylinder rod dot 001. Probably gonna rename that, but for now it's good. Just make sure it works. 120. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plenty of stuff to do. And that screwed up all the other nodes. Okay. The easiest way to fix that would be to create a transform group. Control X, Control V. This just needs to move up to whatever that was before. So move up, move up. We'll actually fix it later, but we're gonna name it like delete me or something. I think it needs to be just above the attacher joint. The attacher joint needs to be 005, right? So yeah, we got it. So then let's just rename this to delete me. That should make everything else work. F12, reload, and everything's back to being set as it's supposed to be. All right, cool. That's moving now with that. More or less the way it's supposed to. Okay. Of course, now it's green too. I'll figure that out. Annoyingly. Old DEERE case would be cool. Yeah, we'll see. A lot of people are getting into doing the older tractors. I might save that for the other guys. They do a pretty good job of it. We'll see. Okay, so cylinder body now can also basically ride along with it, more or less. So let's do create another transform group. It's gonna be, again, delete me. Delete me. We're gonna put this up with cylinder body. So actually I need to control X into this group, control V, and then move up. Keep the last in the folder, then you do not, right, yeah. This will work for what we're doing. Whatever I just did, I'm gonna do it. Move up. Move up. Move up. Move up. This just needs to become cylinder body, basically. So cylinder body, control X, control V that here as well. And then we need to move it back into where it's supposed to be. Anything first starter backhoe for console. I do have plans for my backhoe. Like it's not a one and done backhoe. I promise. It'll be used in other things. If not in other things, then rehashed as a standalone mod, so you don't have to have the full tractor for it. No, but I don't get too bent out of shape. If somebody else does a backhoe, like, it's all cool. Doesn't bother me. Cylinder folder, and then keep it all inside that. There is actually some cylinder stuff, but I'm just using this as a placeholder to try to see make all this work. so I can understand it. Me learning, more or less, Halim. Me learning. I'll grapple cylinder body. This is node 121. Oh yeah, there's tons of different stuff you can do with backhoe. Like if somebody does a case backhoe or something like that, like I'm not gonna be bothered by it by no means. Not gonna be bothered by it. Okay, so that does not quite work. We'll have to tweak on that a little bit. Because that needs to stay planted, basically, and just rotate on its own pivot. So, the way to do that would be to grab this. Whatever node it is, it's supposed to be for the hydraulic reference. There's going to be all this stuff. The easy way to figure that out would be to get a quick sip here. Grab the original. And grab these hits here. Probably have to open new mod from folder or whatever. And get a look at it, exactly what it is in the base file config. The base version of Giants Editor. What is the hydraulic reference here? Okay, so it's gonna be. I see what they're doing on this one. It's right along that back side there. Oddly enough, they do their poses for way different too. They tuck them in underneath. It's kind of nice, kind of cool. So punch and joint is what we need to figure out. Whatever punch and joint are. LC450ZX, welcome in, man. How you doing? Glad you could pop in. So what we need to figure out is which one's the punch, which one's the joint, basically. I guess the best way to do that would be, let's go check my list of 2 mods just to see if I left it in here. I did not. Let's start a new version real quick. See what we can learn. New mod from game. What we started with, which is the brush and log fork, basically. There we go. Paladin, yes. This one. Slide on in here. So now we know exactly where, which one's what. They did theirs a little different than mine, but it's the same idea. We gotta open all this, and all this. Open all of that. Everything's open, right? Yeah. Okay. So I have hydraulics, which I think they basically put. Kind of a random node. It's more or less just the transform group, I think. So grapple hydraulic, which lines up roughly with, looks like the top back part of the cylinder. Okay, so we need to go do that. So grapple hydraulic is going to line up top back part of the cylinder. I'm guessing it's going to be exactly on the rotation. Figure this out. That. All right, CNS man, we'll take it easy. Catch you another day. If you have a good one. Okay, so that's that. And then we have punch, which they are putting right along the end. With that. Punch. Bring that back. It's going to be right here at the end. And what we'll actually end up doing is we'll bring probably this whole hydraulics group down into the frame top group, or set up a separate group or something like that, but this is just telling us exactly where everything needs to be. So the joint is the back side. Okay. So you have grapple hydraulic and joint are actually pretty much in the same spot. Joint looks like it's leveled off though, which is kind of nice. Joint. Yes. Straight on back. See, we're learning. It's just a matter of figuring out exactly what the terminology is and what does what. And now if we go back into there, see the thing is, and why this is hard to figure out, is they just have grapple viz. Like there's no, like the top section and the bottom section aren't separate pieces in GE, which is a pain, right? So then you have grapple component too, which is really just that, which doesn't make much sense. And then you have the part collision, which is hidden. You can't see it, but so basically it's figuring all that out. So then what we have to do now is the dynamic mount triggers hidden as well, which is interesting. Moving parts joint is not really anywhere special. Grab joint is exactly on the axis there, like you'd expect it to be. Okay. So now what we need to do is tell. This is where it gets tricky because it's, I have to tell cylinder rod, cylinder body. So body needs to be joint, more or less. So if we control X joint to body, joint to body, and then we have punch, which is going to go to top or to rod 01. Control X, rod 01, think. And hydraulic reference is going to go to... Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? Let's fix these nodes real quick. So punch is now... It's just screwed everything up, so... You fix it yet? Kinda. Getting there. We're figuring out the cylinder. My first time doing a cylinder, so it's a little bit tricky. So punch is... was that is now something completely different. So it's 1, 2, feeling these attachments compare to the tractor. Oh yeah, not even. I had to look at a tractor for Thursday in GE after the stream. I'm not looking forward to it, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not looking forward to it. Not gonna lie to you. It's a mess, to say the least. We need to make sure our root joint doesn't actually do anything. It's not actually listed there anyway. Couple hydraulic references, all that stuff stayed the same. The only thing that changed now is punch and joint, right? Grapple hydraulic joint, I don't actually see that as a grapple hydraulic. I mean, it's not actually listed. Alright, let's try this and see what happens. No idea if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna find out. I'll reload. Go over to the one we're actually working on. I'll reload. Text not found 1200. Not really, so it didn't actually work. Didn't actually work. And the hoses aren't moving with it either. I'm realizing that now too. I don't know that I'd say I'm the most equipped to figure it out. Am I passable to figure it out? Maybe. Maybe? I'm lucky? So I think this connection hoses stuff all needs to be part of the second group as well. Basically, you have the top and the bottom group, and everything on the top group moves together. More or less. Which is really annoying. Especially since that's all the way back there, and I know I have to move it all back up here. It's probably gonna screw our hoses all up, but this is the right way to do this. Hydraulic in 1. Let's move this kind of back up here somewhere. Hydraulic out 1. These would actually be flipped, but it's okay. I'm gonna try this. Oh my goodness. That did not work. Ooh-wee, that screwed some stuff up. Okay. Because it put a point way out of location. No, I know why. Okay. Hydraulic, all the nodes are different, so 08, 00, grapple hydraulic, 090. That's right, 1200. Okay. Point's still way out of position. Can't tell if it's, I think it's this point. I think it's that one that matters. Let's try this again. My connection hoses aren't showing up anymore either. Which is probably because they're all out of position again, but... just moving parts one. Or first person figure, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I don't really have a whole lot of help right this minute either. Trying to figure this out right now is, woo-wee. Yeah, this is tricky. This is tricky. Figured that out though. So that's cool. Let's add our nodes back in for our connection hoses. So you have hydraulic in, which is now 1.3. Hydraulic out, which is 131. And then detached is obviously going to be so go. I did that one. Grab a, yeah, right. 1.3. This is gonna be 1.310. 3. 10. Not the detached matters because I don't actually have anything set up right now for detached. Hey, there you go. And now our hoses actually move. Nice tidbit. It doesn't quite rotate right. Some stuff to tweak there. Have cylindered, coated? No, I don't. I still have to do cylindered stuff. Cylindered. Moving tool is grab joint, which is this one, which needs to then be part of cylindered, which I don't know exactly which group to put it in. Node is grab joint. Close. Node is grapple. Grapple. Very generic. Grapple. That one. So that needs to be back up over here. Where's grapple located on the other one? Grapple. It's a weird spot to have it. Interesting. Figure that out. Not a big deal though. Come back to that. So we need to fix this. We need more rotation out of that, which we already figured out was with It's not actually grapple rotation, I don't think. Maybe it is. I don't feel like it is, but I'll bring this back over anyway. Where is it showing up at right now? Well, it's actually showing up there. It's at the right spot, so it's adjusting it right. Grip joint, no. Figured this out already. It's gotta be grapple rotation, I think. Slide it down a little bit. Might have to rotate it forward a little bit. See if that fixed our centering we need. Not quite. Hey Nate, how you doing, man? Which one is it? No, it's not this one. No, I'm pretty sure this one's way off. Well, glad to hear you're doing good, Nate. Dynamic mount trigger, grab joint, moving parts, grapple rotation. You'd think it would be grapple rot. I figured this out already. Why am I struggling so much with it? It's grapple reference. By the time you go moving 15 groups around, it screws everything else up. Super annoying. It's like fix one issue, break something else. Coming along nice. I'd say so. And we're moving. We're moving. Basically, it's something that's not rotated right, is what I'm seeing here. So, it isn't rotated right. It's gotta be this one. Rotate this one back to 0. This one is 0. This one is 0. That's gonna fix it, I promise. At least I hope. Grapple hydraulic. Hopefully this is still okay. 12, 0. Nope, still didn't fix it. We're getting hung up on the collision now then? I thought we figured that out. Let's try rotating this one back to 0. Let's save that, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically, we just gotta fix these annoying issues and we'll be back on track, more or less. All that should be right. No, we're still not getting our rotation back. Where did we lose our rotation? That's gotta be something going on here. Grapple rot isn't a thing. Grapple. That's the one. 08. This is 0800. Yep, there we go. Wonder where we lost it at. That's where we lost it at. Maybe. Maybe not. What's going on now then? This is so annoying because Giants doesn't do it the way you'd think they would. So it's hard to use their equipment as a guide for yourself, basically. If that makes sense. Okay, so that pin bar there is what's actually rotating. Okay. So whatever set as that as 0. Grab joint. Couple rotation. Good night, trio. It's just annoying trying to figure out what the hell Giants actually did. Alpha reference is all the way down there. It's not that. If you're going off of this. Yeah, it looks like grapple is supposed to be our 0. No, that ain't it either. Yes, Risky Farmer. That is correct. I mean, nothing is actually along that line. None of these points are actually. Besides grapple hydraulic, that's the only one that's even. Because I'm looking at the wrong line. Yeah, no. It's got to be at this line. Grapple rot, grapple. It's got to be grapple. Sure, you could kind of start to see my frustration though. It's like, well, what did they actually use as the base point here for this? You know what I mean? What am I trying to copy here, more or less? All I know to do is set all these points at that exact spot and hope that it works. See which one doesn't, more or less. All of those look like they're set dead center there. But go here, F12, reload. Okay, now they're all set dead center. Now one of them needs to rotate forward some. Needs to be along this axis. We're going to start with the bottom and work our way up. Like that. Not that one. So let's set this one back to 0. 0. Rotate this one forward. Which actually rotates this one forward. Little did you know. Ah, screw it. It's the same. And I still can't rotate it forward. Portable storage because the tree be gone stuff. Yeah, that's cool. I gotcha. That's an easy edit if you wanted to edit that. Pretty sure. And I still can't rotate it any farther forward. Moving parts. Are you the one? Yes, moving parts is the one. So apparently I turned it the wrong way. Let's try that. 12, reload. Closer. Moving parts. Even more. Let's try that. Reload. Even more. Now it closes. There you go. Oh my goodness. That was way harder than it needed to be. Okay. So now the next part of this, we gotta figure out the cylinder, which I thought we were already ready to work on, but apparently not. I see another issue too with the hoses are all connection hoses. Need to slide them one way or the other. So hydraulic in one. Slide it that way. Just a touch. Hydraulic out. There we go. Should make that better. There you go. A little more centered. Okay. Need to get the rod down here too. That's part of all this. Except for I don't know exactly how the rod needs to work. Or how the whole cylinder needs to work. I need to see somebody that's not Giants to the cylinder. I don't know exactly who to go for. Let's see. How we need to do this. So we need to I don't know how I want to do it. Really, I need Halim. Let's work on something else for now. Let's work on the fix the color selection or something for now. The cylinder I'm gonna need. Oh, hey, it's Keith. Keith. How you doing, buddy? What you doing, man? Gonna teach me how to do a cylinder?
Did you get all the cylinder tags done? Like the cylinder section in the XML? Is it moving tools and moving parts?
It exists already. I don't know
Okay.
what it needs to look like, but it does exist.
Well, you got the XML for the other one, right?
Yeah.
Because basically your cylinder is 3 parts.
Mm-hmm.
You get your 2 pivots in each end, and that sets your spline, and then the barrel is the third.
Okay. So, you know how Giants does their cylinders, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't actually separate them and everything. It's just kind of there.
Oh, they do they do
Visual component
basically
for...
it's a scan, and then they just do
Yeah.
transforms.
Yeah. So, how do I turn that into what we need?
Okay, just give me a second. I'll find my tractor. No, that's not my tractor. That's one of my tractors.
He said
Nope,
that's to
wrong
make a
tractor.
separate transform group just for the hydraulic stuff.
Yeah, usually what I do is I just keep it all in one folder.
Okay.
Just give me a second here.
Group here.
I got so much on to go here. I'm just trying to find the right one.
No, you're okay. Should I put that, like, that transform group, should I put that, like, under log, grapple, frame top, or whatever? Or should it be its own separate transform group under the main component?
Its own, like for your folder, just a sec here.
Okay.
I'll show you I'll tell you how I did mine. It's been so long I can't remember.
Yeah. It doesn't help the way Giants does it. It's really annoying.
Yeah, like I do mine under animations, but so I basically have an animations transform folder, and then I got cylinders in there. Just keeps it cleaner.
Right. That's fair.
Then inside that I got, or in my case, I have cylinder left, cylinder right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another folder in there for references, and that has my references for cylinder left, cylinder right. So in this case, you only need one, right?
Right.
And then if I go to here, let's see if I get that dog in. It was confusing at first, and once you get the hang of it, you're fine.
Right. Yeah, I just need to do one cylinder outside of Giants' is the way they do their cylinders.
Yeah. Okay, now I just gotta open one. Which one's this?
Nice thing is figuring it out for this will be the exact same for the plow, so.
Yeah.
Basically the same cylinder setup.
Yeah, will, yeah.
Yes. For that.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, I'm just finding it here.
Lots of groups to dig through.
So I'll take this tag. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Take this one. Copy. Where are you? Okay, there's an example.
Okay. Okay.
And then copy. There's the second part to it.
Okay. Okay. And then what did you do in GE with your folders? If you just hit me with like a screenshot or something, that would work.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just do this. I'll just export it, the whole thing.
Okay. That'll work.
Work. I was gonna say, you have the tractor, but you don't have this one. Okay, so now
Bigger. Yeah, this is definitely new for me. Can't say the part that I expected to get hung up on, but animations. Okay. Downloading. Big. Let's see here.
you might not get to see the whole thing. I can send you the whole tractor, and then you can just work off of that.
Nah, that's alright. Let's see what pops up here.
Or actually, the other thing you can do is look at the quickie loaders. They got the cylinders too,
Okay.
or any of the loaders. I don't know if they're all giants or not.
So it doesn't actually give me any visual component to see. Okay, yeah, let me just open a quickie loader. Game. File. Ew, worry about saving. Quickie loader. Q3M probably will work. See if they
Yeah, the one that came in that class, and the MP lift. Those are mods,
Mm-hmm.
and the Stoll front loader pack. There you can get the visual.
Because they did this one the same way they did all the other ones. It still doesn't actually tell me.
Oh, actually,
visual component. See, it's like their cylinders aren't separated.
Yeah.
Mine are separated.
No. If you actually, you got you got one of the tractors anyway. It has the front loader on it too,
Okay.
and that's all separated.
All right. Dig through. Problem is digging through all my mods. Find it. Oh.
Here, I'll just open up that. No, I don't want. Which tractor is this one? Okay, that's that one. I can do that.
See what you had either.
Open. Yeah, so on that one there, it's under moving parts. Attach your rotation.
Finding anything in this folder is ridiculous.
If I send it to BFS19, or no, FS22, Deutz 9, PC, I think it is.
Yeah, I've got it. There we go. Extract so I can see everything.
Oh, and in that folder, it's also got your color code for your
Right.
tan too.
It'd be helpful to have your tractor to look at anyway, just for when I get to doing the actual tractor.
Mm-hmm.
Some references that isn't Giants.
Well, a lot of it
Giants
is
does
skin,
theirs.
but a lot of it's skin, but I cut a lot of it apart.
Right.
But that one doesn't have the Windows stickers in it.
But if you go into the folder, you got the loader too.
Right. Yeah, I'll dig through that a little bit. I want to see. Yes, that's what I want.
Yeah, that one will work too. Actually, that one's a little bit trickier.
That's alright. Yeah, it is a little trickier. Yeah. You got right punch. Okay. That's not too bad though.
And that little thing there is why you can't break the tractor.
Yeah, right. Which is the important part. So, joint then would be the back end of the cylinder, right?
Yeah, and then if you look down in there, just like I'll load that one up.
I see. That makes sense.
There'll be that, and there'll be a reference.
Right. Just the reference frame. Oh, that's for the.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And the reference is basically the barrel.
Mm-hmm. Or in my case, it'll be
So your
the back end of the barrel, right where the hinge is.
Yeah. So the for the tractor, you're going to be finding part of it under the front axis component 2
Mm-hmm.
is where your references are.
Right.
So it
This guy.
tells you that. So basically, the references can be tied to the grapple,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of it will be tied to the frame.
Right.
And that's how you get your 2 pivots, right?
Right.
And then your blue arrow you got going the wrong way.
Right.
Put that in direction of travel, always.
Okay. That's just gonna be a rotate Y180. Oh shoot, not the body. Undo that. God damn it. Screw myself.
Oh, but that's that's the way you got to script it. What you can do is make a transform.
Mm-hmm.
Set the transform up the way you want it, and then you just put that in that underneath it as a child.
Right.
And then you call the transform.
Missing my hardware on this too because I forgot to do that, which sucks, but we'll get it done without it.
Now I got by with the cylinders for my back window, and like I've done them before, and I fought with it for a week, and it was not working. Like it would always latch to the window. When the window opened, the cylinder just stayed with it.
Right.
I ripped it apart, put it back together about 14, 15 times, and then I got mad. So I grabbed I can't remember which one it was, but one of the nodes for where it mounts to the tractor.
Mm-hmm.
I just moved it forward like an inch or two, and all of a sudden it started working. But what it was doing, it was too close to the other transform, so it was getting confused and got stuck to it.
Right. Gotcha. Still off. This is 0. This is 0. This is 0. So let's rotate Y180. Do I need to have it angled the way the cylinder is for the joint, I assume?
Yeah. So basically that blue arrow, that's your spline.
Right. Got it. And then punch needs to be the way you have it is punch is the
punch is the rod.
Yeah. You have basically one and the same on yours. How do I do that?
This sec here.
Let's see if I can. Rotations, right?
Yeah, so I got the oh, wrong one. I want this one. Yeah, so basically the punch and so how I got it is you got the right punch and then the polysurface 179.
Mm-hmm.
The polysurface 179 is basically the chrome.
Okay.
So your hydraulic damper right punch, that is your pivot point.
Okay. So then
So that's that's basically that's a transform.
Okay. So I need to flip where they're at.
Yeah, so set your transform and then take your rod and put it into there.
Mm-hmm. So what we need to do is, well, the easiest way to do this would be,
Yeah, because if you look at the actual cylinder rod, the arrow is pointed forward. So I just basically did it with the transform.
right. Yeah. Need to do. So This needs to be under punch, not the other way around. Which means I need to control exit under. That's annoying. Let's leave it for now. Let's grab the rod. That's the bigger deal.
Yeah, risky. I'm so excited for this to be released. Not as much as us.
Dude, I'm tired of working on it, to be honest with you.
Well, I got so many of them, I'm getting tired of working on.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of them, I got to rebrand them as Lamborghini now.
Right.
That's if I do put this little one on.
Okay, so...
Oh, so you're the rod and the
And piece are 2 separate.
and the knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
Combine them.
Yeah, basically.
So basically, take the knuckle and then put the rod as a child.
Yeah, that's what I got right now. It's under it. And then punch is right now is a child of that, which isn't actually right. That
Yeah, so when
actually
you click
should be
when you click
punch is the parent, right?
yeah, you can. Well,
Arrange
you
that.
can call it. You can put that wherever, but your transform just call it punch, or you don't have to, but I just do it that way because it's easier to remember what's what.
Okay.
Like the game doesn't care what you call it.
Right. And then it doesn't really matter which one's the parent, which one's the child, or...
You want the rod as the child and the knuckle as the parent. Or the clevis, I should say.
Okay. Which is what we got.
But, yeah, which is what you got. And then just make a transform and call it, you can call it the cylinder punch or whatever you want to call it. And then get your, your arrows pointed all the right way and then put the punch into it.
Isn't that what I got, or do I need to do that? Just make
No.
another transform group.
No, hit the punch. Or like you hit your, the clevis. Yeah, you're blue. Okay. Yeah, you got the arrows pointed the same towards each other. You want to blow it out.
Flow them the other way, okay. So then, right now, punch needs flipped.
Yeah, so basically just make it transform with it flipped.
I could just flip it like this, can I? Or no?
Nope.
No.
Well, yeah, you can flip the other end if you got to transform it. Go on.
That's what. Well, it punch is a transform right now, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I can just rotate it.
Second, move it to the other monitor and maybe I can see it better. Yeah, so put the rod into there. So you have a parent and child.
The rod's here underneath punch, right? And then rod 01 is the knuckle, and it's the parent. Or do I need punch to be the parent?
You need the punch to be. You need the transform as the parent.
When you say the transform, because cylinder is the transform, right?
Yeah, yeah. You're on the transform now. Mine's
Right,
probably
right.
15 seconds behind you.
I'm talking. I'm streaming on Discord too. I'm gonna make it easier to see.
Yeah, it might be easier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. I gotta upgrade my phone. I can't even see this. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, I know it's really hard to see the.
Something about when you get old, right?
All right. Sorry, I made cylinder the transform.
Well, a cylinder is your main group. Okay,
Right,
so
right,
then
right.
underneath.
Right,
So yeah,
rod is the physical rod is the parent.
yeah.
And
You
then
don't want that
punch.
as the parent.
Okay, so I need punch to be the parent. Okay.
Yeah. So just drag the rod and put it into the punch transform.
Crap. Oh.
Just move the transform up to the cylinders.
How do I move it up?
Hold your center wheel down
All right.
and then drag it.
Wait, no, I didn't do it. So I need to do punch
Yeah,
there.
just kind of. Okay, so now drag the other two and put it into there.
Okay.
Well, before you do that, make sure the arrow's pointed the right way.
Right now it's not. Shoot. Just don't do what I did.
No, I don't. No, I don't want BC text.
So punch, just rotate.
Fat fingers.
Y 180, right? Rotate it this way. Something like that. Okay. So now if we
Yeah, that looks good. And then the other end is pointed the same way.
mm-hmm. So now it's rod needs to go into punch. Rod's go 1. Go punch. Right. Did I do that right? Now you have the middle. Yeah. Which on yours you did.
Okay, and then for your first one, the transform should be the parent, like right under cylinder.
Right, right. So joint needs flipped, right?
Yeah, that should be the parent there.
Right.
So do the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Like that,
Okay. Yeah.
basically.
So both of the parents are pointed the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need your reference.
Which is grapple hydraulic reference, this one. Pretty sure.
Yeah, so put your reference on, say, the grapple end. And that's just a transform.
You say grapple end, do you mean the frame end or the
Or the punch end.
punch end? Okay. So I just gotta grab this guy and put it on punch. Right.
and then put it in your grapple folder if you want.
Oh, that's where it was before. Do I need to?
Yeah, no, but I mean your reference transform.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't have to be under cylinder.
No, you don't want it in with the cylinder. It's basically a reference to say, hey, this has got to work with this.
Right. So like that. Grapple reference, grapple hydraulic reference.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we got the part collision, the physical component, and then connection hoses and cylinder under that.
Yeah, don't worry about those right now. Just get your cylinder working and then you get the rest of it working.
Okay. Let's go in here and fix all of our nodes that we just messed with. Might as well go ahead and delete these transfer hoops now too. Dynamic mount trigger. Do you know what that's for by chance? Probably for dynamic mount trigger. That's probably for the game to know where if there's logs in it or not, I assume.
I'm guessing.
Can't scale it, unfortunately.
You can just ram them out right now. Hide them.
Yeah.
If you want.
I don't know what it does, so I'm just gonna act like it doesn't exist for a minute. Alright. At the bottom, get all these nodes there. I might rename a bunch of these too. I'll leave the main component names for now. Good bit of file cleanup to do here, for sure.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even want to see the tractor right now. I got crap everywhere.
Oh yeah, but
If you don't use something, just block the comment, and then you can always go back to it if you need it. Instead of deleting all the extra stuff. And then when you know you don't need the references or anything, then you can delete them.
yeah. Probably just getting all these nodes programmed in because they didn't have half as many nodes as I did. their stupid ass fucking scans. Don't have to worry about half the shit that we do.
Like to do the cylinders, there's like 5 different ways to do it.
Yeah.
But the key is to find the simplest for you.
Right. See, there's no reason I can't have frame be part of main. Save me a group. Not necessary, but utility grapple viz no longer exists. Delete that crap.
Usually what I do when I'm doing stuff like that, I just, before I do all the mapping, I just run the nodes. That way there, if you change something, you don't have to change all the mappings.
Alright.
Then when you got to finalize, just do all your mappings. In one aspect, it's a lot more work, but it's a lot less headache.
Right. I kind of like it just because it's like, once I know I
Well, I
have
love
all
them.
these, and it's like super nice, you know, all laid out for you.
Yeah,
If I have
but
to
that's
change
why
it later.
yeah, no, but that's why I do the mapping last.
Mm-hmm.
And that way there I can just, like once I got my tree set up in the i3D,
Mm-hmm.
then I can just go and click each one and map it.
Right.
And that way your mapping's always in order too, because if you move something from, the top to the bottom,
Right.
then I guess you could say my OCD kicks in, and then I got to move the mapping from the top to the bottom. And
Right. Yeah. I do get that.
But it's more work because when you see, 0, 10, 3, it's like, oh yeah, what is that? So you got to go look at the Giants editor to figure out what it is.
Right. Parts. To be honest, I don't know that I need moving parts and all that. Gotta hang around anyway. To be honest, the main component really all it should be is the fucking frame, the grab joint, dynamic mount trigger, all that shit, and fucking everything else should be basically underneath that. Probably got a bunch of this stuff doubled up, and I'll have to go back in and delete it, but whatever. Grab joint.
Knighthood again.
Yep, later, Hoonigan. Later, buddy. Grapple rod. Well, it's gonna be a 4. Wesley Eldred, help welcome in. How you doing, man? We are working on getting the cylinder working. Fixing a bunch of i3D mappings.
Maybe getting the cylinder working.
Right.
Get it working. Might not be on stream, but You get it
All
working.
right. I really probably should have done this stream at some point.
It's past your bedtime.
Yeah. Deciding how much I care tonight. Grapple hydraulics actually. I care about 050. Can move that. Just gonna copy that line.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll go back to what I was doing.
Yep. Do your thing.
I'll leave all this stuff open. Actually, not doing too bad. I only got 5 Giants editors open.
Yeah, that's how you know you're having a good time.
I got like 20 tabs open in a notepad.
Yeah.
Oh, and the game open too.
Hydraulic. Yeah. B. Delete. Grapple reference. Grapple hydraulic reference. Copy. Putting all these up. There we go. Motion part. Skip a line there for now, just so I can make sure I see everything. Grapple hydraulic no longer needs to exist here. Hydraulic reference is now 1-1. It actually doesn't need to exist here at all. It is 1. And then 1. We basically skipped hydraulic in, hydraulic out. This grapple point is all the way back up top. We should be good. This is all going to be cylinder stuff. Okay, so basically just do our connection hoses stuff. We got hydraulic in, which is 140 now. And everything else is now 4. Okay, and then we go do our cylinder groups. We got hydraulic punch, which is now 150. Can move. Copy that. Reference hydraulic reference here. 1-3, right? Yeah. 3. Okay. Punch then we're gonna do rod, knuckle. Rod. Copy this. Copy. Paste. Alright. So we got rod. Let's rename them so it's not too confusing. Underscore rod. Grapple. Underscore rod. Underscore knuckle. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is the annoying part for sure.
It's the long, tedious part for sure.
Hydraulic. Joint. And we name this one. Grapple. Underscore. Ram. Alright. Let's set this up to the side here so I can actually flip through these real quick. We're gonna go main component is 1. Grapple reference is 1.0. Hydraulic reference is 1.1. Grapple top is 1.3. Need to rename it. Grapple underscore top. Hydraulic in is 1.4. 4.0. 4.1. 4.10. And we're gonna go. Hydraulic punch is 1.50. You got 1.500. And you got grapple 1 501. Joint is 151. The RAM is 1510. Okay, now we have the i3Ds mapped. Hopefully completely. All right.
Okay.
Time to do some...
Save it and reload. Save it, reload on the tractor, make sure it all works. Or on the skid steer. Make sure your mappings are correct.
Attach and joint might be off. Shouldn't be. It's save. Yeah, there we go. Alright, get yourself back off the floor. Maybe. I'll have to jump out and do it. Hop back in. Does everything still move? Yes. Minus the RAM, which is now somewhere, I don't know where.
Well, yeah, the RAM ain't gonna.
Yeah. The reference for the rear
But
of the cylinder looks to be working though.
Yep.
So that's all good. Okay. Well, cool.
Now you just gotta script
real
it.
quick.
Oh yeah, always check that.
it's not gonna cut the base materials, but that's okay. Come back to that later.
Yeah, you can do vehicle analyze, but it only works on vehicles, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right.
And that shows stuff that nothing else does.
Right. All right. So now we gotta come into Cylinder to do some stuff, huh?
Yep.
So. Moving part node. Moving tool node grab joint. That's what it's calling on. Okay, so this is quite a bit different than yours. Basically. Okay.
Wow,
So
there's more than one way of doing it.
Right. So I need to tell it what node tell it to look for, because right now the knuckle and the rod aren't showing up in games, so it needs to know that the knuckle and rod there.
So you're gonna be looking for check here.
Yeah, I might need to look at yours.
Yeah, so your moving part node will be what you call the parent. So basically your, I believe would be your punch.
Grapple hydraulic punch.
Yeah, so it'll be the transform.
Instead of grab joint. Okay. Which means we probably need to replace all of these. Right, I would assume.
And just do one line at a time.
Okay. Grapple. Punch. And then the dependent part node is, it's calling grapple.
Okay, well, your next one's gonna be reference frame, right? For your moving part.
My moving part.
Yeah, that's what you're doing now when you're under cylindered, right? Or are you doing the tool?
So, yeah, I'm under moving tools right now.
Yeah, don't worry about tools.
Okay, so
At the moment, don't worry about tools.
So I'm not having grapple hydraulic punch there. I need to fix that. Put it back.
No, just just put that back for now.
Okay. It's grab joint. Okay, so that moving part needs to be. Right now, it's saying grapple.
Yeah, so moving part, your node would be your punch transform name.
Okay.
And then your reference frame will be what you put up top in with your grapple.
Okay, so this node. Fuck, this is confusing. Okay, so node for the moving part needs to be grapple hydraulic punch, right?
The node for the moving part is going to be your punch, yes. Your punch transform name.
Hydraulic. Okay. And the reference point needs to be...
The reference frame would be what you put up top tied with the grapple. So it'll be your reference name.
It just says grapple reference.
Yeah.
That's what it was before. Okay.
Okay, your reference point will be grapple reference.
Okay.
Or no, maybe I screwed that up here just a sec.
That's why I'm very confused.
Okay, your node. Okay, so go to your translating part.
Translating part. Yeah.
Underneath that, that is going to be your punch.
Okay. So I
got
don't
it
need
backwards.
hydraulic punch to be up top for moving part.
Yeah, translating part is going to be your punch.
Okay.
And the first one is going to be whatever you call the barrel. I was thinking ahead of myself.
Okay, so, yeah. Grapple hydraulic punch. Which is what it is now.
Yeah, so...
Translating part node.
Yeah, so your moving part node will be your, whatever you call the barrel, that transform.
Okay. Alright. Which is exactly what it is already. Right?
Yep.
That still doesn't make sense then. So why didn't it work? So we didn't actually change anything.
Yeah, because your translating part is your moving part.
Right, which is the punch.
The node is the object. So basically,
Okay.
your translating part is going to be what's moving with it, and then your reference frame basically tells it what it is. But your reference point is like when they're moving in and out, it will raise it up and down, like it keeps it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it sets up the spline.
Okay. So right now we have everything right. It's not working.
In theory.
Theory. Yay. For that. Yeah, so... Why wouldn't the... Oh, I see him. I see him. Okay.
Okay,
so
your
I
translations
see
are a
it.
little out to lunch.
Yeah, I found it. Whatever the reference is way off. Grapple reference is fine. Hydraulic, actually, it probably isn't fine. This one. It's probably this one that's way off.
Yeah, so you gotta... Actually, might be better off. You got that inside of you got that as a transform, right? Yeah. Yeah, because remember when you move it to a different folder, it dummies up to the parent.
Mm-hmm.
Might be easier, just go 0, 0, 0 and then bring it up to where you want it.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Part of it's the rotation. Set 0 on rotation. reset it. Probably would help. Save that so it's out real quick. See if that's actually the piece that I'm. Yeah. Okay. It's still way off, so it's that much off by chance.
Yeah, it takes a bit to fine tune them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where's it at now? There it is. Still up top, above. Is it that one?
Yeah, so basically it's your punch. Or the reference for your punch.
Yeah. This one doesn't make sense because I got. It's supposed to be referencing. That as it is, right? Why is it still?
A second, I'm thinking of something.
I'm wondering if it's referencing off of grapple. Yeah, it's referencing off of grapple reference.
Yeah, but also, one thing I forgot, how do you have your control set in there?
It's right mouse click.
I know, but you got it scripted under moving tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to reference that in there too.
You got to reference the.
I believe we got to reference the cylinder in there too.
That's weird because it still moves.
Yeah,
It's moving with it. It's just in the wrong spot.
Yeah, just keep going with where you're going. I'm gonna check something out.
Okay. So I'm wondering if it's coming off of. This one's not affecting it. Gotta be something else then. It's still hanging on to this motherfucker. I don't really understand what. Root joint. The root joint is really not mentioned in here. No. We got most of this worked out. What is going on here? this is position where it's supposed to be. The rod's position where it's supposed to be. It's referencing something now. If I tell it to try to reference off of, instead of grapple ref, have it go off of.
You can reference it off of the frame or the grapple. See, the grapple is your animation. And do you got that tied in there? For your moving tool, for your controls, and then your dependent part?
Right now it's just looking for dependent part grapple.
Yep.
Just to be honest, I don't know. That would be this node here. Which, let me move that once to see what happens. Didn't really change anything. Yeah. So to be honest, I don't even know exactly what this node is, what it's doing. Seems kind of useless. And it is i3D'd right, so it's not just being stupid to be stupid.
No, they're stupid anyway.
Apparently. Yeah, I mean everything's in
It's
here
gotta be
besides the root
fine-tuned.
joint, which I don't actually know what the hell the root joint is.
Root joint for the
I don't actually see anything about root joint in here.
yeah, because you're looking at the in-game grapple, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't actually know what the hell they're using the root joint for.
Okay. Which one was that?
It's the Paladin Russian log fork, I think.
Paladin? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't actually see anything in here about root joint in the script.
Utility grapple.
Do you see anything I'm not seeing?
I just got it loaded here. I had the dynamic triggers for logs, yes.
Okay.
But it does say log grab, right?
And brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't make much sense why this is floating. Actually, I just had something quick with me, maybe. Oh no, if...
Yeah, because what they did is they tied. I just saw it here.
It's confusing the way they did it, isn't it?
Nope, not at all.
Oh. Just a me thing.
No, because the way they do it, they got the moving parts parent, grapple rotation as a child, and then the grapple as a child underneath it. But the grapple rotation is a transform that sets the pivot for your grapple.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you get your grapple, and then they put the reference for the cylinder in there, which makes sense.
So is it because I don't have grapple reference or grapple hydraulic reference as a...
Well, yeah, you can call it whatever you want, but the reference that you put for your cylinder, put it under the grapple rotation node.
So the grapple rotation node is which one?
Well, you kept pretty much kept this tree, so go find moving parts,
Yeah.
grapple rotation,
Okay.
grapple,
Uh-huh.
and
And
put it in with the grapple.
So I need to put that under just main component or grapple component 2.
Whatever you're calling.
Does it need to be a child of something?
No, you just put it in. It'll be a child of grapple.
Okay.
So basically what you'll see is moving parts, grapple rotation, grapple, and if you open up grapple, then you'll see decals and your reference.
So I got rid of decals.
Okay. So you'll see your reference in there.
Does it need to be a child of grapple reference?
Nope. Be a child of grapple.
But right now grapple is just kind of its own fucking random ass thing.
Well, the grapple is, let's see what these guys are calling it here. Find my cursor. Yeah, basically. Okay, that's that. Grapple rotation.
I mean, moving parts is no longer part of main component 1 anymore, right? I can move all that down to main component 2.
There's a second here. Grapple reference and grapple component 2 is there. Grapple hydraulic reference. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. This thing has 2 cylinders, right?
Yeah.
But the part that I don't get is why do they run? Oh, okay, just a sec here. That one there, that one there. Grapple. Oh, I see what it is. Grapple reference. That's the grapple itself.
You mean the pivot for the... Or is that the whole
Sec here.
entire... Is that the physical part that is the top?
Second, an eyelash in my eye drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. So what they're calling for the graph reference then must be for the pickup node. Okay. So wherever your grapple rotation is, that's gonna be your parent.
Parent of what?
It's gonna be the parent for your reference.
Okay.
So basically, the reference point the reference, whatever you call the reference for your cylinder.
Which is just cylinder, right? Or is it?
I think it was punch reference or something like that.
Grapple hydraulic punch.
No, but I want the reference. What you called the reference.
I don't know.
You put that somewhere up top.
I don't know. I don't understand what it is up top that's affecting it.
No, but
do you see
you're
the
right.
Do you see the parent what I got on stream right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, do I need to maybe zoom in or something so you can see a little better?
Oh yeah, I'm zooming in. But... I'll try it on the stream side here. Oh, that's Discord. I don't want Discord.
Try streaming higher quality to Discord for you or something.
Wow, because I got Discord on my phone.
Oh.
Okay, now I'll move you to a big monitor where I don't have to have my magnifying glass. Okay, now I can see.
Okay.
Of course, now the stream decides to buffer. Okay. Okay, grapple hydraulic reference.
Yes.
Put. Okay, you got your grapple rotation and grapple component 2. You want that in component 1.
Okay.
And then you want the grapple hydraulic reference as a child to the transform for grapple.
Okay. So, run that by me again. So, component 2, what needs to be component 2?
Okay, if you go to where it says the component 2, right underneath that you got grapple rotation.
I got grapple reference. Up top in moving parts, I have grapple rotation.
Oh, because I'm seeing utility grapple component. Oh, it just moved. Okay, I'm behind.
Okay.
Okay, so grapple hydraulic reference, that is going to be a child to grapple. Like you're going to have grapple rotation grapple, and then the grapple hydraulic reference will be a child to grapple.
Okay. Got it. And then anything else has to change.
Okay, let's see what we got down here. We got cylinder, hydraulic grapple, hydraulic grapple ramp. Grapple rod, grapple rod. Yeah, no, this is... Okay, move the grapple rod into the grapple rod knuckle. So the grapple rod knuckle becomes the parent of the
Okay.
grapple rod.
Okay. Got it.
So now they're both going to move as one.
Right. Okay.
So what are you calling the grapple ram? Is that the barrel?
Yeah.
Okay. So fix your ice 3D mapping.
Mm.
We'll fire it up
Okay.
and have a look.
Hydraulic reference is going to be top now.
And I'm going to refresh the stream again. For whatever reason, it didn't like Max. And for whatever reason, it's probably because I'm trying to download that baler pack too.
Oh, I got you.
I haven't reset the box yet.
Alright. So that means probably everything down here too. So grapple references 1L. Top is now 1, 2. Basically back these up 1.
Yeah, it's basically only 3 components, but it takes a bit to figure out where to put the 3 components. And it could be a name.
Oh, shit. That's all. Supposed to be 4.
I could really make life hard for you.
Hmm.
Give you a dump cylinder.
Hmm.
A 4-stage dump cylinder. You can code that.
I'm good. Okay, so now our reference is still off, but it is moving. It's supposed to, it seems like.
Are the spline, is spline moving?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and I can hear the sounds of it moving.
Yeah, so now you just gotta fine tune it.
Mm-hmm. Remember, this hydraulic reference is fucking way out, wherever it wants to be. We gotta put it up here.
As far as hearing it, that's not a big deal because that's just a sound.
Right. I'm just trying to get the damn thing to move in the right spot. Just kind of hanging out where the hell ever. Farming Life of Jamie, welcome to the channel. Appreciate the subscribe. Try that, I guess. I don't know. It's just moving where the fuck ever it feels like, man. No idea why it's there.
What's moving?
I mean, like, it's the cylinder's moving, but it's like not where it's supposed to be.
Not staying put.
No, it's like the ram end of the cylinder is or the rod end of the cylinder's not at all where it's supposed to be. Load it again.
Okay.
Do you see where it's at?
Yeah. I can see it roughly, yeah. Dog wandered out, so I had to bring the dog out.
It's just somewhere else. I'm not sure how to bring it where it needs to be. No, it's moving like a cylinder, but it's not.
It's an air cylinder.
Yeah, a whole lot of air, not a lot of cylinder.
Yeah, it's floating in the air, but it works.
Now, how do I tell it where the fuck it's supposed to be?
I'll be back
Something
in on the
XML
computer
I
in a
missed?
second. Hmm?
That's something with the XML I just messed up, or?
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah, so you got the dependent part for the axis working.
Right.
And you got the grapple rotation properly done.
Mm-hmm. It's probably something to do with the axis or something.
Yeah.
If I set that limited axis to 0, would it help? Instead of 1?
Yeah, oh yeah, you gotta set the cylinder too.
What do you mean? For the...
Yeah, for the animation. So you can set the cylinder so it only moves so far too. And that way there, the cylinder will dictate to the grapple how far it will open
Okay.
as
So
well. But you don't have to do that right now.
Okay.
That's in the fine tuning.
Okay.
But I am going to look.
Okay, let me send you what I got right now and see if you can see what the issue is.
Yep.
Probably the easiest way to...
That was just about to mention that.
Yeah. It's probably about time I gotta call it.
Hey, Stuart.
Hey, buddy. Welcome in. Catching you an hour and 10 minutes after stream was supposed to end.
Well, you're not calling it yet because I want to win some more points.
Okay. Got you.
Why not?
This is definitely a log grapple V2 at this point. Now shit actually moves. Yeah, I can't open it. Fucking game open. I still gotta clean up the file and all that shit. But
Well, I don't care about that.
yeah, we'll just try to get this fucking cylinder in the right spot instead of floating in the fucking air. If we get that worked out, I'd feel a lot better.
Well, but then, with that being said, sometimes you gotta clean up other parts to make other parts work too. But
Yeah. It's only throwing 1 warning right now, so that's good.
what's your warning?
There's something about
Like a shake.
something about cylinder connectors or hose connections or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Not a big
Okay,
deal.
that's not a big deal. No, that shouldn't be a big deal.
There we go. I'll grab a V2. Send
Come on.
you
Okay,
on all the
got it.
latest versions of everything? Do I need to send you anything else while I'm here?
Nope.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll probably work on the snowplow. Either that or try to finish this up, depending on how far we get. But
So you're streaming tomorrow?
yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Okay.
If I stream tomorrow, I'll probably try to get the snowplow turning. Since we got the log grapple opening and closing the way it's supposed to, instead of just the collisions moving.
Well, what I would do is I'd totally get this mod done
Wrapped
and
up.
go hit the other one.
I got you.
Well, yeah, get this done and then hit the other one.
Yeah.
While it's still fresh in your mind, great.
Right.
As much as you're frustrated with it.
Yeah. I was hoping Helene would have the pins for the rear wake, because that's all I need for that one. That one, I'll have to script the hitch when he sends that and add the pins.
You can
it's
do
completely done.
Well, what's going to be done with the pins? Just bake them? Or little textures?
Yeah,
Or
it needs the UV. So.
Okay, so I'm going to take it. Okay, I want to take that one, put it there.
Oh, fix my camera zoom. Fucked it all
What
up.
is it called? FS22. Somewhere in my 1,000 mods.
There we go. Yep. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of the stream, guys. I'm gonna talk to Keith for a little bit and then I'm out of here. So have a wonderful evening. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Catch you then. Bye.
Bye.